When the colonialists came, they came and gave us laws. One of them, the offense of sex against the order of nature. Now they are telling us that that has changed. And very soon, in Africa, aid will be made conditional upon accepting homosexuality, if it is not already the case. They'll tell you the IMF and the World Bank is not going to disburse money to Uganda or Tanzania or any other country unless you accept that that be decriminalized. It is happening already. And after that, they'll tell us bestiality is fine. There is no stopping us was a song that I used to listen to. There'll be no stopping us. And that is why we must rediscover mentorship according to the Bible. Because that changes not.
That was a speech given by Kenyan lawyer and director of the Kenya School of Law, Professor PLO Lumumba, last year, a prophecy that has unquestionably materialized. The World Bank has just announced a suspension of new loans to the Ugandan government. This decision follows an assessment that Uganda's anti-LGBTQ legislation, which has received condemnation from Western nations, and that, according to the bank, contradicts its values. Hello and welcome to the Africa News Network. In the latter part of this year's May, the president of Uganda signed a bill against homosexuality, which garnered unanimous support from the country's members of parliament.
In our country, we will have our morals. We will protect our children. And we are making this law. We are making this law for ourselves. We are making this law for our children. We are making this law for the children of our children. This country will stand firm. We are going to reinforce the law enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda.
Those in favor say aye, and contrary nay.
The majority of Ugandans applauded President Museveni's action, sentiments echoed by several other African nations. The bank stated in a release, "No new public financing to Uganda will be presented to our board of executive directors until the efficacy of the additional measures has been tested." It further expressed that discussions on these measures are underway with Ugandan authorities. The World Bank further asserts Uganda's Anti-Homosexuality Act fundamentally contradicts the World Bank Group's values. "We believe our vision to eradicate poverty on a livable planet can only succeed if it includes everyone irrespective of race, gender, or sexuality. We remain committed to helping all Ugandans, without exception, escape poverty, access vital services, and improve their lives." This raises the question of how the World Bank can uphold its commitment to aiding Ugandans while simultaneously withholding critical funding aimed at improving their quality of life. World Bank President Ajay Banga, who assumed office after the enactment of the Ugandan law in June, had faced pressure to respond to the legislation. In response, Uganda dismissed the bank's action as unfair and hypocritical. Uganda's State Minister for Foreign Affairs, Okello Oryem, accused the bank of hypocrisy by pointing out their financial support to countries in the Middle East and Asia that also implement more stringent anti-LGBTQ laws. Oryem emphasized, "There are many Middle East countries who do not tolerate homosexuals. In the United States of America, many states have passed laws that are either against or restrict activities of homosexuality. So why pick on Uganda?" Further, he stated, the World Bank has been put under pressure by the usual imperialists. The suspension of funding to Uganda seemingly serves as a deterrent to other African nations, considering enacting comparable laws. Ghana and Kenya have expressed views on similar legislations within their own territories. Some political analysts observe that Western-controlled financial aid institutions have historically been utilized to exert pressure on African nations, aligning them with Western interests. The emergence of a multipolar world, exemplified by BRICS and parallel financial institutions like the New Development Bank, could potentially benefit African countries in the long term. In contemplating the justifiability of the World Bank's decision to halt funding for Uganda, it's worth considering the question, should the bank's actions be deemed fair, given that other nations elsewhere have enacted even more stringent anti-LGBTQ laws? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our thought-provoking content. Until next time, keep questioning, keep seeking the truth. Goodbye for now.